Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video we are going to be looking at the PGR. It is finally here. We're going to be taking a look at the NA PGR. Very excited for this. Been looking forward to it for a while. We're going to be going through 51 or Area 51 to number 1 in the world. It's going to be hype. I don't know if I'll do the EU PGR, not in this video, but in the future, just because I'm not as confident in like the 50 to 30 area. Once it gets to like the 30s, I should be fine. But I'd like to be like pretty sure about everything, like I kind of am here. And we're just going to get right into it. If you don't know the qualification, you have to go to either 2 majors or a major and 2 regionals. And yeah, let's just get right into it. So the Area 51 was Axiom XL, Icy Mist, Teaser, Toast, and Subo Subo. All very, very good seasons. I feel like if Toast went to more tournaments, he would honestly be PGR. He just didn't. So yeah, good season from all of them. Anathema. Also, we're going to be going a little faster at the start, and then we'll slow down towards the end because, you know, it gets more detailed. Anathema, 50th, he had a good season. Second at Infinity-Con, really good. And then the major performances definitely aren't bad, very impressive for, he's top 50, he deserved it. But then this win at Infinity-Con, or the second place, is really impressive. And then he has a win on Mutes and Kuro as well. So just a great season from him. Big D. Big D, unfortunately, doesn't have his Gommel run in this season. But next season, he's got a great start with the Gommel run. But his Battle of BC run was still very impressive. He got a Meister and a Leon win. Which is just super good. So, yeah, Big D, very, very good season. Someone who didn't, I feel like, in my opinion, have a great season, Leon, but having a bad season and still getting 48th is really impressive. Leon, and he still has, like, a 13th at Collision, 13th at Backwood, 17th at Pound. I feel like towards the end, he didn't go to as much stuff and then didn't, like, place as strong. But we can definitely see Leon, like, do very well. Like, he has a 9th at Colossal to start the season, which is very good. I don't think he's been to anything since Colossal, but I imagine he's going to SmashCon because, like, you know, who isn't? So we'll see him there. So hopefully he'll do well again. And yeah, Leon, I know he can do better. This is 48, still really good, but I think we can see way higher from him because he's just so good. Dark Wizzies, honestly, same thing. Still very good. They have, like, Leon is the 13th here. Dark Wizzy is the 9th here. Very impressive. But I think we can see higher, and we did see higher at, like, Smash Factor, getting that 13th there with a win over Chegg. Unfortunately, didn't count, but still, I think he's the only Mario on PGR, because, I don't know who, I think Kurama is the only other person you can contend, and then Kurama's big wins at Crown don't count for this season, unfortunately, so Kurama has a head start for this season, but for this season, Dark Wizzy is going to be highest Mario. He had a good season, slowly coming back to the game, and he's looking very strong. SkyJ, I mean, what is there to say? SkyJ had he did it with Incineroar. I don't know if this character's bad. I don't know if this character they said they used him too. I don't know if this character's bad. I don't know if this character's good. But the point is, SkyJ is just amazing. He has Chegg and MVD wins. Just absolutely incredible player. Second at Bitmaster, and then 33rd at Genesis and Lowtide. Both very respected placements. Like SkyJ, just incredible. Pgru. This is a player that probably snuck up on me the most on the PGR. I feel like Pgru flew under the radar. Like, obviously, he was a very good player, but he has, like, good placements. Like, 17th at Collision is very good. 25th at Momocon is pretty good. 33rd at Pound is very good. Like, these are very good placements of him, and he's just, like, consistent. And look at these wins. He has a win on Cosmos, MVD, Anathema, Colorado, Jazzo, Luma. Just, like, super impressive wins. This is after season because of CEO. I just read that now. But still, like, these wins in season are very, very good. As well as a John Number win, I think that is. Oh, his worst loss is to John Number, who is, you know, ridiculous. 44th for Jake. Jake had a really strong start to the preseason and then a really strong start to the next season. But this season, all of his great wins aren't in there. Like, obviously, the 7th at Double Down, the 3rd at Glitch. But still, pretty good placements here. He has a win in Cone Crimson, which is pretty good. And then 25th at Pound is good. And then Genesis, 65th is decent. For, like, you know, top player caliber. Obviously, it's amazing. But, yeah, 44th, I think is good for him. He'll probably go higher, realistically, next season. He and all the other Steves have been getting very, very consistent. And it is scary. Sean, honestly, it's the Pound run. Sean's Pound run was ridiculous. That's where he got basically all of his wins. Cosmos, Tilde, Apollo, Kage, Suarez, Takara. He beat Mars at CEO, doesn't count, but he still did it. Just super, super impressive. Sean probably only good up, and I think he picked up Smashbox as well, which is pretty interesting because I feel like Smashbox might be the future of this game because it's broken. Skittles 42. I think we only saw Skittles at one major, where he did get 17th, and he did get an Atorie win there as well, and a Peckham win. But then, like, Level Up Arena, he gets first. SOS, he gets second. Just very impressive. He beat Kurama at Back in Blood. He gets an Apollo Kage win, as well as Geist, Nono, and Jin wins. And then Level Up, he beats Shu, Stroder, Loaf, Sen, and Zamba twice. So just very good at the regionals. Major still amazing as well. 17th at Genesis is really impressive. And I think we're only going to see Skittles go up, honestly, if he goes to more majors. Him and Toes both. I think the Young Link mains they're going somewhere. Elegant. Honestly, Elegant got super unlucky for when this season happened because he was farming preseason and then he hit like a kind of a slump the second the season started, and he still got 41th on the PGR, which is ridiculous. 4th and Back in Blood's really good. 13th at Low Tide's really good. 17th at Collision's really good. Like, Elegant had a good season. Just like, if that preseason counted, he was like top 10 in the world. And I honestly think if he can do it again, I think Elegant can reach those highs again. It's going to be hard because he's playing Luigi, and sometimes you just run into a losing matchup and you have to hold that. But if anyone can do it, it's Elegant. He's ridiculous. Larry Lur's next. Larry, I think this is his first time on PGR, which is like, it feels weird to say because I feel like Larry's like a legacy player. He should be on PGR every time. But a 40th is like very, very good. He's second at G4 where he beats Leo, which is insane. He has 17th at Battle BC. Not a great placement at Genesis, but he also won Kawaii Con over Mars and Void. He beat Ouch at Battle BC. Like, Larry Lure has like a lot of very, very good wins. He beat Leo twice at at G4. He has a lot of really impressive wins, and I think that's what makes him so high, as well as his second and 17th are very impressive. Aaron, very good season from Aaron as well. We're starting to see him be a lot more consistent with the co-main of Diddy Rob, which I really like. Co-maining, again, it's the future. The 9th at Genesis alone puts him PGR, and then he also was a 13th at Low Tide, which is good, and a 49th at MomoCon. This 9th was, like, so good. It's so good. He took so many names. I don't know why he doesn't have the names he took here on set, but just on the top of my head, I know he took off Goblin, who's really good, and that's the only one I know off the top of my head. Sorry, everyone else he beat, because I know he beat a lot of people. Just like Aaron's 9th at Genesis is really good. Speaking of 9th at Genesis, again, Icon, insane run. It's the Genesis run again, and then the Combo Breaker and Level of Help as well, but the Genesis run, look at these wins. He beats Naito, EU Leon, Isam, Kurama, Cosmos. Like, that's such, and Yanni, that's such a resume. That's so impressive. I hope we see him at more majors. Hopefully he's going to SmashCon, because that's kind of that's where everyone's going to meet up, and it's going to be crazy. Fatality 37. Fatality, a really good season. I think this is his best season yet, and he was just really consistent. He doesn't have as many highs, I'd say, but he has a 5th at Back in Blood, which is good. He has a 13th at MomoCon, which is very good. 25th at Genesis, and he also has a Proto win, which is kind of insane. And then he also beat Scat and Wrath at MomoCon, which are like not PGR players, but like if they traveled, they would be because they're nuts. But yeah, Fatality, very good season. I think he's the highest rated Falcon, unless like Nick C pops up out of nowhere. But I don't even know if Nick C plays this game anymore. Big Boss, I think this is kind of, I feel like the first season I've really heard of Big Boss. And he had, obviously like pre-quarantine we knew about him, but like PGR season, and he had a really good season. Just super consistent, 13th, 17th. Getting some good wins as well. Yanni, Goblin, Fatality. Just very impressive. He took a... it's not local, though. It doesn't look... doesn't count. Come on, it's a local. Let people play. But, yeah. Big Boss had a very good season. If he travels more, and he probably will, I could definitely see him going up. And especially, Rob meta is rising. Like, once Rob players start lapping, it is over. Esam, 35th. Honestly, very impressed that he got 35th. Not that he doesn't deserve it, because he definitely does. Like, he has very good wins. But, like, he only went to 3 tournaments, and then he just did very well at them. Like, these are all very consistent placements. You can say the Genesis 25th isn't great, but he got a tweak win at Genesis, which is kind of insane. I don't know. It doesn't say. I think that was the biggest one. And then the 9th at Battle BC is really good. 9th at Combo Breaker, also very good. Just, like, very consistent, very good. And I think we'll probably see a better season from Esam this season, realistically. He's just a great player. I think we're seeing him at SmashCon again, hopefully, because, you know, SmashCon is going to be hype. But, yeah, Esam, good season. Can only go higher, honestly. Now, and especially he is a secondary now. I think Pgru is kind of one of the only characters you actually can solo main, but I don't think picking up a secondary is bad for, like, your worst stages or even, like, those couple losing matchups that he has. So, yeah, Esam, good season, good wins. Can only go higher, honestly. Apollo Kage, really good season from Apollo Kage. He was very impressive, and he started off the next season very very good as well with a 9th at Double Down. 4th at Level Up is good. This this Low Tide run is really impressive, getting 7th there, and then MomoCon 17th is very, very good. And like look at the list of these wins. There's so many. He gets a Black Twins win. Wadi, DM, Shu, Kazma, Atata, Johnny, Fatality, Luis, Jordan, Zenodo, Geist, Panabear, Comet, Big Mac, Death Spade, the Six Master, Ned, Doorstop, Scarred Toast, like so many good wins. He takes names. Absolutely ridiculous. He had Apollo Kage had an amazing season, and he has so much potential. I think he's like Snake is a very contentious title, but he's definitely in the running for best Snake. Tilde is sick. He had a good season, but I feel like honestly Tilde is only going to go up because he doesn't have the top 8. He doesn't have his really good Smash Con win. Granted, that was a while ago, but he doesn't have it, and we know he can get top 8 at majors. He won a Dorma, but I don't think that's on here. Also, that was kind of a charity tournament, so I don't know if they want to count that. But he's a 4th at CT GamerCon, 9th at Collision, 17th at Battle of BC. Just very consistent, very good. We know he can beat basically anyone. Like, once you beat Gluttony, you can beat literally anyone in the world. And I think Tilde, he's going to go up. I think Tilde, look out for him on your next PGR, because he is going to rise. Tortier, 2 majors early on, then he did. But he farmed the majors. Did really well at Pound. He took out, who did he take out at Pound? He took out Sean in Winners. He took out Icy Mist, and he took out Ken. Ken especially is really impressive. And then at Genesis, he took out Jaredus King, Udace, very impressive, and No Tag. So yeah, Tori had a great season. If he traveled more, he'd probably be a little higher. I don't think he has played alt in a little bit though, because I don't see him at Japanese tournaments unless he just underperforms. But I don't think he would because he's amazing. 31st for Sen, won back in blood basically, and then got 9th at MomoCon and dipped. But the back and blood wins are very impressive because he gets an Apollo Kage win, Andres FN, Elegant, Wizzy, Loaf, Luis, Ling, very impressive players, all of them. And then he also has wins on Mudace, Zomba, and Debuzz. Super good. Oh wait, no, these are players keeping him down. Okay, I was gonna say like, I don't know when he beat Debuzz. I don't know how you do that, cause come on. But yeah, these are not bad players to be kept down by. I mean, come on, these are all like top 20 players. Spoiler. But yeah, Sen, very good season. If he goes to more majors, he'll probably be even higher. And that is the end of 30. Is this both top 10? God bless. I want 30 through 11. There we go. 30 is going to be MVD. MVD, honestly, I think he's only going to go higher. Because he had a really good preseason, and then he had pretty decent. I say pretty decent when he's ranked 30th, but he had pretty decent actual season, and then I don't really know how his postseason's been going. I think pretty decent. He got a 7th at CEO with some Zomba wins as well. I think he beat Zomba at Crown as well, that's impressive. 2 Zomba wins is really good. But yeah, MVD, good season. 5th at Combo Breaker is really good. 9th at Battle BC is really good. Genesis, 17th is really good. And then he has wins on Shag and Dark Wizzy. So yeah, very impressed. Oh wait, no, never mind. Not Dark Wizzy this season. Like, that's a crazy stat. Damn. But yeah, hey, breaking a wall. Good for him. Yeah, the Chag win is insane. He went Snake Paulo as well, which I feel like is really hard. That just shows how good he is. MVD, good season. Ned, really good season. I was very impressed with Ned this season. He's a 4th at Combo Breaker, a 7th at Level Up Arena, and a 9th at Low Tide. Just very good placements, farmed the regionals. And he has wins on Tilde, Jake, Aiken, Colorado, Elegant, Chase, Esam, Zenodo, and Atata. Just really impressive. I think Ned had such a promising season with all Sephiroth as well. I saw Ned Sephiroth, and I was like, he should switch to PT. That character is just way better. But then he just stuck to it, and then he just got so good. Like, Ned is a phenomenal player, and I think he's going to go up, honestly. Ling, also, someone else that's going to go up way more. Ling is playing Peach, and he's really good at it. He is a 2nd at CT GamerCon, where I think he took a set off of Light. No, never mind. Sorry, I watched the video on this, and they dunked on Link so hard for no reason. They showed the set count against Light, which is like, he had 4 wins. I'm not going to say how many losses. He had 4 set wins on Light. That's impressive. Doesn't matter how many times you play. But then he also has a 13th at Pound, which is really good, and 25th at Collision, also very good. Just a really good season from Ling. He has wins with over Toast, Teaser, J Mafia, and Myron. Just very, very impressive. 9th place. They don't have the 9th place in Mobicon on here. I feel like that'd be over the Collision one at least. But yeah, really, really good season from Ling. Only going up. Shattuck also probably the biggest breakout player of the season, other than obviously Spargo. But just someone that like exploded out of nowhere. Shattuck, I guess not out of nowhere, but definitely to newer heights. Shattuck, 9th at Low Tide, 17th at Collision, and 17th at Momocon. He has 2 wins on Cosmos. He also beat Aaron, Mysterica, and Lima. Just like really, really good season. Super good. Kind of the only one really doing it with Corin, because Leo doesn't count because he can do it with anyone. And that's real, by the way. But yeah, Shattuck, really impressive season, really good wins, and he has a lot of potential because he's like super young. Shout out to Dadak. Gact also 2 seasons, kind of like a Torier. He went to Pound, went to Genesis, then he dipped, but he just did a little better at both. I think by 1. He won in Japan. I think these are Japan wins, or just maybe wins in general. Oh, this is Kagurabi run. But he beat Torier, Shuto, Niotono, Leon, MPG, and DM. Very good players, all of them. The 7th at Pound, getting top 8 of that tournament is really hard, and it's very impressive that he did so. Gact had both a really good season in NA and Japan. I know Japan's not really doing a top 50 ranking, but if they were, he would definitely be like in the top 20s for sure. Excuse me. 25th Base Mage. They don't have the 7th at Summit here, which I feel like is kind of weird because that was a really good run. But 9th at Battle of BC is really good. 17th at Low Tide is really good, and 25th at Genesis is also very good. He got some wins on Goblin, Shag, Torier, Tilde. Very impressive. Like, he didn't come out of nowhere, but like this Jigglypuff, I read Hungrybox, that's why. This Jigglypuff performance is like, he got to 25th with Puff. Puff's not a bad character, but they're not this good. Like, he is so good, very impressive, and we can see him go up. I feel like I've said that about every player, but it's true. Everyone is just so good now. Goblin, I've said this so much. Goblin goes between the best player in the world for a set into, like, whatever. Anyone can beat him. But, you know, anyone can beat him is, like, top, like, 50 in the world. But then when he's the best player in the world, he's, like, top 5. Because, like, I use best player in the world loosely. But when Goblin is playing Patient, it just looks unbeatable. And you can see he did it at Infinity Con a lot, did it at Code Crimson a lot, did it at Momocon a lot. Just very impressive season. He has wins on Icon, Elegant, Anathema. He also has wins on T, Zomba, Big Boss, Fatality, and Larry Lure. The T win especially, just crazy that was just, what a win. But yeah, I think Goblin is really, really good, and if he starts playing like he does when he's godlike, he's gonna be the best Roy in the world. Like, you can't stop him. It's ridiculous, or you can't stop them. It's ridiculous. Jackal, oh my god, such a good player. It's insane, and they don't have his double down run where he got, I believe it was 7th. Yeah, he got 7th at double down, and I think he's only gonna go up. Honestly, I gotta stop saying that, but it's just so true, especially for Jackal. If he has 2 majors and he's 23rd, and it's completely deserved. He's only going to go up if he just travels more. He's so consistent. We've seen he can get those top 8s. Like, honestly, at SmashCon, he was so close to winning that tournament. It's insane. Like, I think if he beats, I think it was Spargo in winners, which was like a very close set, he just won the whole thing, like 100%. Just an amazing player. Wins on Shattuck, Jake, Grayson, DM, Zomba, Chag, Kep, Suarez. He's phenomenal. Also, last super good Wolfbane left. So shout out to him. I guess there is other ones like Stocktaker and I guess Satorier, but he plays more Pokemon Trainer. And I'm definitely forgetting some. Ouch! Oh my god, how can I forget Ouch? The goat. I'm so stumped. But yeah, Jackal's an amazing player. Cosmos had a really weird season because every time he went into something, it's like, oh, okay, maybe this is a tournament, maybe this is it. He's gonna do good, and then he doesn't, and then it's like, underperformed that one, next one, and then it's just like he kept kind of underperforming, but his underperformances are like 17th, 13th. He has 2 9ths at Battle BC and Pound. It's just a shame his glitch win doesn't count. But yeah, Cosmos, very good player. We could definitely see him taking that top 20 spot. Like, I think he probably was like towards the end of 2021. He was probably around there, and I think we can see him back to there for sure. He's also playing Aegis like me. Come on, Luis, 21. Luis also, I feel like Luis could have had a much better season. Like pre-quarantine, Luis was crazy. He was top 8ing every single thing he went to. I don't think we only saw one top 8 from him. He also didn't go to as much stuff, granted. But we see the top 8 here. He gets 5th at Low Tide, very good. 2nd at Back in Blood is also amazing. And then 13th at Momocon, very, very good. Luis is just so good. And then he uses co-mains, very important. I feel like we're not seeing co-mains enough. That doesn't count. Come on, they have the icon there. Come on, look at this. He's the first person on this list to actually co-main. And he's 21, super good, very impressive. Ouch. Ouch Nation, the boy, he is so good. It's so good. If Ouch went to more things, he would be top 10 in the world, like free. 3rd at Battle of BC, I don't even need to talk about the road. We all know how good it is. And then 2nd at Emerald City is also very good. Just Ouch is like, if he travels more, it's going to be insane. I pray he's going to SmashCon. Get him into Summit. I'm already campaigning. Excuse me. But yeah, Ouch, just an amazing player. Yanni, 19th. The most consistent Steve, I think, unarguably, other than Aquila, come on. Yanni just, like, he doesn't have the highs of the other Steves, but he is so ridiculously consistent, like 13, 13, 17, 13. Like, he doesn't get, like, less than 25th, but it seems like he also doesn't get higher than, like, 9th, so we're going to be able to see if he can break that this season, and I can almost guarantee that he will, because he's ridiculous. Probably the best combo game, also, out of all the Steves. Like, Aquila is kind of like the best at everything except in like little minute areas, and I don't want to go through it. But then I think Jake is the best neutral Steve. Didi, I feel like it's the best trick Steve. I feel like Didi just does things. And speaking of Didi, I guess we'll segue right into him. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm coughing so much. I'm not sick. Didi, 5th at Momocon, 2nd at Keep It Real. The 5th at Momocon is so good. He has wins on Cola, Peebnut, Sonics, Jake, Dark Wizzy, Luis, Goblin, Riddles. All such high caliber wins. He does it with, and he's co-mating. Steve, another one of those characters you don't really need a co-main for, but the co-main is still very good, and having that PT is just always nice. And yeah, I think Didi, if he keeps going to tournaments, he's probably going to go up, because he's like the only Steve to actually co-main, and I think that's pretty underrated. Mars. Mars had a pretty, like, just from Mars standard, not good season, but also he didn't go to a ton of stuff, and he still got 17th. Like, really good. 7th at Genesis is amazing. 5th at CT GamerCon's good. 2nd at QualiCon's pretty good. You got a Void win there as well, and we all know Void isn't PGR. I guess I should say this right now. There's a couple of people that should be PGR that aren't. Void arguably should be PGR. Wadi, I feel like definitely should be PGR, but he didn't go to enough stuff. Shootone, T, and Proto are also not PGR just because they didn't go to enough stuff. If they did, they definitely would be probably all of those top 10. Maybe not Shootone or T because the top 10 is really stacked, but definitely Proto. I guess not this season, but for the next season, whatever. We don't need the semantics. Just know those players are not on the PGR. It's not like they just like didn't perform well enough. They just didn't meet the qualifications. Probably some other people that I'm missing, but I think those are the biggest ones I can think of. But yeah, Mars had a good season. The Joker, again, co-main. Joker's starting to look really good, which is very promising. And I think with the Joker, he can slowly rise to like that top 10 that he used to be, top 5. Chag, really, really good season from Chag. And he started off the season really good as well with that Colossal run he had. Getting 3rd there is really good. But 7th at Collision is really strong. 13th at Genesis is really good. 13th at Battle BC is really good. Also, I think it was a 9th at Summit. It was 9th or 13th, which is still good for Summit. I think he got some set wins there. He also double eliminated Rob or Leo in Tropical Arena. Oh, wow. So he beat Leo's Rob. Doesn't matter that it's the Rob. He beat the Rob. Super impressive. And he also got wins on Tweak, Riddles, Big Boss, Elegant, SkyJ, as well as Loomer. Or, sorry, not those players. These players beat him. Stocktaker. That was a good sign. But, yeah. Chag, very consistent. Him and Luis battling it out, but Chag does win it this season. Going to be interesting to see who wins it next season, especially considering Luis has a co-main, which I think gives him a little edge, but Chag is also super cracked, so then maybe that gives him an edge. We'll see. Myron, 15. Myron, really, really good season. 4th at Infinity Con's really good. The 5th at Genesis is insane. 13th at Momocon's really good. He just has... Myron got that super, super high of 5th at Genesis, and then he kept that consistency up. Not to that 5th, but he still was able to be super consistent, which really helped him. Just a great season for him. A lot of really good wins as well. And the only person that he's lost to out of the top 10 is Lane. Is that real? And only had one. That's crazy. Okay, so you have to be the GOAT of the game to beat Myron, which is like, it makes sense because he is amazing. And he is the Myron zone. Shouts to this. Siski. Where do we start? Hey, only, well, there's 2, but there's only 2 players from EU on the PGR, and Siski is one of them. Not because, like, no one else traveled, it's just because, like, they didn't have the runs for it. And also not a ton of people traveled, granted, but whatever. Siski, really consistent, 9th and 7th at Battle of BC, very, very good. And he got wins at both events. He beat Big D, MBD, and Riddles at Genesis, and then at, what's it called? Battle of BC, he beat Esam and Cosmos, those very impressive players. And he also has wins on Karama, Ravlo, Varun, and Mystery, and Mr. R, the dynamic duo. And, yeah, I think Siski, he's really, really impressive. Very good season from him. He should be very happy. I think he's number 2 in EU as well, which is, like, deserved. Mudace, 13th in the world. Mudace is so good, and he had such a good season, and it doesn't even include his best run that he has. Because preseason Mudace got a 9th at main stage, 3rd at CEO, doesn't include either of those. And then he has like a 65th at Genesis, which isn't great, bad start. But then he picks it up, he gets the 5th at Low Tide, 7th at MomoCon, 1st at DreamHack Dallas. So good. He's one of the only 2 people to have a winning record over Spargo. They only played once, but also he beat Spargo with Peach. Like Peach Cloud, come on. Just so good. He has wins over Send and Yanni. Mudace is just a ridiculous player. He also doesn't have his Let's Make Big Moves run, but that was like a while ago, so I don't really want to even talk about that. Well, it was still impressive though. He earned it. But yeah, Mudace, an amazing player. He's so good. If you want to know more about him, I made an entire video about how good Mudace is. Go watch that. It's a good video. Sonics, 12th. Sonics had a really good season, and he had a really good start to this season with 3rd at Smash Factor. I think it was 4th at Double Down. And 1st at CEO. I'm going to check what he got at Double Down really fast. First check through this whole video. We almost made it through the whole video without doing a check. But no cigar. Come on. Alright, well, I mean, while this loads. Oh, there it is. I was going to say, I don't really actually want to. 9th at, oh, he got a 9th at Double Down? Oh, he lost to DeBuzz. That's right. DeBuzz had a ridiculous run. Hey, still, 9th is really good, and then the 3rd in Smash Factor is amazing. So Sonic's really good start to the preseason, but also his midseason was just, or I guess not his midseason, his this season was really good with 5ths at MomoCon and Pound with a ton of really good wins. Mudace, Myron, Jackal, Goblin, Gact. Oh, there is a win outside the top 10. The liars, the cojones to lie, but also it's a Sonic's win, so like, boo-hoo. He also has wins on Riddles, DeBuzz, Tweak. But these are out of season at CEO, but still impressive nonetheless. Sonic's just an amazing player. He's probably going to be top 10 this season, honestly. Or I guess next season. He's just like, he's so good. Even with all of Japan, I think he's still going to be top 10. Ken, the number 11 player, highest ranked Japan player on the list, I believe. 1 Battle BC, 13th at Pound. The Battle BC win is really good. Where he got really good wins there as well. He beat Riddles, Shootone, T. Battle of BC, he beat, Pound, he beat Puppet and Leon, American Leon. Yeah, Ken, just a great season. He also has a 5th at Crown. It is out of season, and Double Down. It is out of season, but still, like, a good start to the next season as well. Ken is a phenomenal player. And now we're going to get into the top 10. And I did a video a while back predicting who I thought top 10 was for PGR. And in my video, I had Akola, and I had the only person that I actually had in top 10 that isn't is, I think, Ken. And then I had Ken for Zomba. I switched them. And then I also had Akola in the top 10. So we're going to look straight at the top 10. If you're interested to see how I did, I'll put that video in the description to see how close I was to guessing. Because I think I did a pretty good job. But yeah, let's just get right into it. Number 10 is going to be Meister. I kind of underrated Meister this season. He had a really good season. I just I don't know. He got like one bad placement, or he had some bad placements preseason, and only one bad one at the start. And then I was like, oh, he's had an okay one, but then he turned up, especially at the end with a 3rd at MomoCon, 7th at Low Tide, 9th at Summit. Really consistent. And then he started this season super strong with a 2nd at King of Fields, a 2nd at Colossal. Just really good placements all around. Meister, I'm excited to see him in SmashCon. Really consistent player. And he has wins on Tweak. I think he beat Tweak twice at MomoCon. He beat Yanni, he beat Didi, he beat Shattuck, he beat Base Mage, Cryo, 8-Bit Man. Fatality, Proto win. I know he's not PGR, but come on. And he double eliminated Mutace at Houston Limit Break. That was a regional. And they also had a win on Goblin. Just really strong. Myron is an amazing player. He has some contention, though, for Game Watch now that Mia's a thing, so that's going to be an interesting dynamic, see who can win that, because I feel like character contention isn't too common these days. It's like, oh, there's a lot of really good Roys, who's the best Roy? It's Cola. Oh, there's a lot of really good Rob players, who's the best? It's Zomba. Oh, there's a lot of really good Sonic, it's Sonics. It's just like, there's a lot of contention, but there's nothing clear, but now with Mia, it's like, okay, maybe, who knows? But, yeah, Meister, let's talk about him. He's amazing, really good. Took a set off Leo at Colossal as well as a 2nd there, so good start to the season. I already mentioned that, but yeah, Meister's a really good player. Zomba. Zomba kind of petered out, I think, towards the end of the season, and then hasn't had a great start to this season, but the start of his season was so good. 4th, 5th, and 5th, Pound Genesis and Low Tide. Amazing. And then look at these wins. Apollo Kage, Skittles, Sen, Myron, Goblin, Siski, Yanni, Sean, Ling, Aaron, Wadi, Mutace, Dark Wizzy, DeBuzz, Puppe. So good. I think the only thing that is keeping him a little low is the fact that his only top 10, or his only top 15 wins, I'd say, because, you know, bigger range. He has Siski, DeBuzz, Myron, which is pretty good, but the most of these are, like, towards the lower end or just, like, notable names, which is, like, doesn't make them not impressive. They're still amazing. But maybe, I think that's probably why he's held down. And then he also doesn't have a top 3, which I feel like everyone else on this list kind of does. Getting onto that, Cola, 2nd place at Low Tide. Really good, only losing to Spargo. 7th at Genesis, 7th at Collision. Cola was so consistent this season. Going from someone that's like, he went from someone that's like, oh, kind of inconsistent to the consistent player with like DeBuzz and Leo. Just like so ridiculous. He's such a good season. Sets over Luis, DeBuzz, Ned, Didi, Ling, Goblin, Gluto. The Gluto win especially is really good. And yeah, I think Cola is an amazing player. Another co-main. We're looking again. Last co-main I think we saw was Ken, who is a very good co-main, granted. But then it was Joker. Okay, so the co-mains they're getting more common, which I like. You have Mars, you have Didi, you have Luis, you have Ken, and then the first one in the top 10 is Cola, and I think he is really good. Decent start to this season, if I remember correctly. I think he got 9th at something. He did pretty good at Double Down, if I remember correctly. I think he got 5th there. I could be completely wrong though. He got 5th at Double Down, yep, and then that's the only thing he's actually been to. Oh no, he's been to Game Invitational, so that would count. And then Goblin as well. Okay, I'm just blind. So he has 5th, 4th, really good start to the season as well. And yeah, I think Cola he's just really good. DeBuzz 7th, Mr. Consistency himself, so good. 2nd, 3rd, 9th, co-main, again, mainly Rosalina granted, but still a co-main. He has the Min as well. And he has so many goods. He doesn't have a single loss outside the top 10 besides Proto, but I mean, like, come on, it's Proto, come on, cut the guy some slack. He also has the wins on Zomba, Meister, Mutace, Myron, Yanni, Luis. All these players are top 20, except Luis, he's 21, come on. And then these two are top 10, like, just super ridiculous, very good players, so consistent, a really good start to the season as well, by the way. What is that? 2nd at Smash Factor, and then I think it was 3rd or 4th at Double Down, with a crazy losers run, by the way. One of the craziest losers run I've ever seen at Smash. I think it's 4th. Yeah, 4th at Double Down. Just such a good player. Yeah, DeBuzz is amazing. He is something else. It's ridiculous. I thought he lost to Meister for some reason. I was like, Meister won MomoCon? That's crazy. Yeah, the bus really good. If we can see him get that win, it'll be the happiest day of my life. Riddles, also someone we see get that win. Another person, very consistent this season. You're going to notice that consistency is a trend here. Riddles, fourth. What? Fourth, that's just so good. I think he missed one top 8 in Genesis where he got 13th with a lot of really good wins. Lucky for him, the season did start when he got his worst placement ever, or started after, which is always nice. But even with that placement, he'd still be top 10. Riddles just is so consistent. So many good wins as well. He can, I think, honestly beat any single player in the world. Except maybe Light again, because Light's really good against him. Not saying he can't, but that's just like that stuff. But yeah, Riddles is amazing. Such a good player. And he's one of the people I could see in contention for being the best in the world. Not in contention, but could get best in the world. I feel like once he gets his first major win, he's going to be unstoppable. Tweak had a really bad season and got 5th. And he didn't even have a bad season, just for like Tweak standards. He is a 33rd at Genesis, which is not great. And then he has 2nd, 4th, 5th. Doesn't have a ton of tournaments, but honestly, like, you don't need a ton when you have a 2nd at Collision. I talked about this in my prediction video. That Collision run makes me want to die because of how good it is, and I'm jealous. It's crazy. And then look at his wins. Light, top 10. Riddles, top 10. Spargo, top 10. Gluttony, top 10. Proto would be top 10. Lima, really good. Fatality, top like 30. Ling, top 30. Mudace, top 15. Leo, the GOAT. He's a winning record on Leo this season, or at least he's tied with Leo this season, I think. Anyway, I don't know the exact thing. I just know he has a win, which is like, that's enough for me. Tweak is an amazing player. Co-main as well. Well, he's not really a co-main. He's more of a I'm mating this character this tournament, which I don't think is terrible as well. It's harder to adapt to that, like for like research maybe. But then also it's like splitting things. It's whatever. He can play whoever he wants. He's 5th in the world at his lowest. I think this is his lowest ranking in Ultimate, which is 5th, which is ridiculous. Yeah, Tweak's he's amazing. Light, what a season from Light. Light had an amazing season. So consistent. I don't think he missed a top 8, and I'm gonna check that he didn't miss a top 8 because Light T. And he was placing towards like the higher end every single time as well. Alright, let's see here. Invitational 2nd doesn't count. Momokani won that. Ridiculous. 4th at Genesis. 3rd at Pound. 2nd at, what's it called? Summit. 5th at Collision. Didn't miss a single top 8. His worst placement was a 5th. Just, it's so crazy. Light is so good. And he, in my mind right now, is one of the only people that I think could feasibly, within this season, take number 1 away from MK Leo. It's him and Aquila and maybe Gluttony. But I think everyone else is like, they need to do something, a little bit of a, at least kind of big improvement before they are even like in the discussion. But I think those 3 players are really close to doing it. Maybe Proto as well. Maybe Proto. But Proto still loses to like people I feel like he shouldn't lose to sometimes. And, you know, Light, Aquila, they just don't lose to people they shouldn't lose to. And then Gluttony, well, I guess let's get to him right now, even though Light, obviously, insane. Best player in North America. So good. Gluttony, he's so good. He's so good. It's insane. He won Pound, double eliminating Leo. Got 2nd at Genesis with so many good wins. 9th at Collision is his worst placement. He also has a bad placement in a European tournament where he gets, I think it was, yeah, it's right here. He got 17th. This is a Moan and Rayhan, which is like not great, especially when you're top 3 in the world. A 17th is actually really bad. But then it's like, I don't care. I got 1st at Pound with literally every single top 10 player. Like he has wins over Spargo, top 10, Kola, top 10, Zama, top 10, Meister, top 10, Siski, what was he, 14th or 13th, Chag, top 20, Cosmos, 22, Goblin, close to the top 20, Kome, probably would be around 30s, he's amazing. But yeah, Gluttony, incredible season from him. Again, one of the only people that can't steal that title away from Leo, and he's getting closer by the day, and a pretty good start to this season as well. 5th at Colossal's pretty good. He didn't go to Double Down, and then Smash Factor, he got 7th? No, that's wrong. He got 4th. Let's look it up. Last look up of the video. You love to see it. Yeah, he got 4th. I've never been wrong more than 3 times in a row, I think my adage is. And then 4th at King of Fields as well is pretty good. 7th at E-Carabiner is not very good. But yeah, insane season from him. Don't know why his Battle BC run isn't over the Collision one. Maybe just like his wins at Collision are more impressive, or it doesn't really have to be. You can see it's still counted the same. But yeah, Gluttony, amazing. And then number 2 is Spargo. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, we know it's Leo. This Leo, Spargo won more tournaments than Leo did this season, which is crazy. Like, and they weren't like small ones; they were impressive. Leo was at 2 of them, and then this one he made a crazy losers run after losing to Mudace. His worst loss is to Mudace. He's only lost to 4 people. He's lost to Glutove, Tweak, and Mudace, and Leo. He's lost to 4 people in total this season. That's ridiculous. He is so good. 1st at Collision, 1st at Low Tide, 1st at Summit. Such an amazing player. Spargo is absolutely ridiculous. Obviously, he would be in contention for taking it, but he's on a hiatus right now, and he should enjoy it because he earned himself a good break. This second it's insane, and he's just so good. But do you want to know someone that's so just the best player in the world, and it's kind of undisputed? MK Leo. Oh my god. He is amazing. He had a good start to his season as well, with a win at King of Fields, a win at E-Carabiner, a win at Colossal, a win at, what's it called? Smash Factor, 2nd at Double Down. Like, MK Leo, it's crazy that MK Leo, the preseason's been going for like a month or so, and he has, or I guess the postseason's been going for like a month or so, and he has like 4 tournament wins already, 4 super major, or I guess not super majors, all of them, but like 2 super major wins, just like ridiculous. And then this is the worst season that MK Leo has ever had, because he lost. This is the first time in the world where I was actually, except for season 1, but then honestly season 1 I was on Mars Copium, I'm not gonna lie. But this is the first time I feel like it was like, okay, this is doable to dethrone him. And then he said, shut up, fool. What you doing? What, are you stupid? And then he just like, 1st at Genesis, 2nd at Pound, 3rd at Collision. 3rd at Collision, his worst placement at an open tournament ever. 4th at Alt Summit, his worst placement at an open tournament ever. Or like this season, I guess. Or like since COVID, I guess. Not ever. You know what I mean. Yeah. Not Gluttony. Leo is the GOAT. He has a winning record on literally everyone in the game this season. Because he didn't play ESAM this season. Yeah, I don't know what else there is to say, except thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. There is also a video on the PGR that is probably a lot more in-depth than this one. It goes through the top 10 really in-depth, which I very much enjoy, and I would highly recommend checking it out. It'll be in the description, as well as the link to all these articles. If you wanted to read like the specifics like this, there's a ton of stuff here to read. It's very interesting. All of it's really good. Shout out to the people at Panda and pgstats. They're all amazing. This is PGR. It's a highlight for Smash. Honestly, I love it so much. I'm glad I was able to do a video on it, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If I missed talking about something about your favorite player, be sure to let me know. If you want to see an EU or Japan video, I'll probably make one on the Japan one because I'm more confident on Japan than I am on EU. And then I get to talk about Ecolo, which is always exciting. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Be sure to sub, comment new video ideas. Bell's important. And everyone be nice to each other. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.